Episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. We have a lot in store for you tonight. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all things Buckle Up with the Boys. All gas, no brakes. We want to give a special shout out to our new sponsor, AE Diesel Services, owned by Alex Emmert. If you haven't checked them out yet, check out his services. Welcome back to another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys here. It's a goddamn pleasure as always. We got these two handsome men, Trevor and Josh Mitchell, back here. A lot of weird things going on in the whole NFL world, people. Just got to throw that out there. Trevor's going to touch on NBA to start off the episode here. A couple other things. The giveaway is going to be done on Monday. Listen, people, I've been getting a lot of complaints over messages. Do the giveaway. Okay, listen. It's a business model. I'm trying to get more people to subscribe so we can have a bigger giveaway. Okay. So Monday we're going to be releasing it. Who won it. And actually we might do a live on here, pull the names out of a hat. Also, we have a call-in number. That number is, hold on a minute. It's coming across right here. 917-983-7081. Call into the show. Have your voice heard. We'd love to hear from you. But anyways, we got a lot of touch on the NFL world, but Trevor's going to start off with NBA. Go ahead, Trevor.
Sounds good. Thank you, Drew. I'll start with I got you. I'll start with a positive thing. Then I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant mode on a certain individual that I kind of have a gripe with right now. You know who it is, Drew. Yes. And then I'll finish off. Maybe I'll just kind of lump this in some early season, some actually way too early NBA bets that I kind of like coming out of the gate here. So yes, first thing, NBA dropped their regular season schedule for the 2023-2024 season. A lot of good things coming up. On opening day features your Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. So you'll be facing the defending champs right out of the gate. Good effing luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. I wish you the best. Then a couple other intriguing matchups you got on that opening weekend, Celtics and Knicks. Knicks kind of being a good regular season team right now. Of course, my Sixers, they play the Bucks on that Thursday, October 26th. Then on Friday, we got the Celtics and Heat again, and as well as the Warriors and Kings. That's your late night 10 p.m. game. I might honestly stay up for that one. Kings are supposed to be pretty good, and the Warriors, we'll see how they work out with CP3 and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I didn't realize how long this in-season tournament's going to run. I guess it's going to run from November 3rd to December 9th. So we got over a whole month of that round-robin style. I don't know all the parameters of it, but that little in-season tournament that they're doing, we're going to have a whole month of it. So, and even with the season being stretched out, that's quite the run for that. And, of course, you always got to have Christmas Day basketball. Your Lakers are featured on that again. Lakers and Celtics renewing an old, long-standing rivalry.
That's just
one of the
sexy.
Best in basketball history. Oh, yeah. I'll be watching. You bet your ass I'll be watching. I'll be watching A Christmas Story on one screen, then the NBA on another. So I'm gonna have a good old time. And, of course, I got to touch on my Sixers. They played the Heat that day. So going to have some fun.
I think they win. I think they win, Trevor. I think your Sixers win
against the Heat on the road against the Heat.
Fuck them. Yep.
Okay. Fuck them. It is. I'll take it. Yeah. Then in lovely NBA fashion here, you got some games on Martin Luther King Day. Rockets play the Sixers. That could be very interesting, honestly, depending on where the individual I'm about to bring up goes or whatever happens to him. Then, again, your Lakers popping up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to be a pretty interesting team, too. Very up-and-coming, very young. They got a lot of stars. Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren's going to be back. It's going to be an interesting little nugget for you guys there.
Yes.
Then, similar to a lot of other sports right now, the NBA is kind of going global. let's see here. Yes. Okay. So they're going to do some games over in Mexico City. The Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks, they're going to play November 9th. I'm guessing that's to kick off the in-season tournament. They're going to play in Mexico City. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then actually the Nets are going to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in Paris on January 11th, which, that's 2 p.m. Eastern time that's going to be. So it's not going to be too unreasonable.
Right.
But NBA game in Paris. I never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Yeah, and just some other points to touch on with this schedule. The team average for back-to-backs involving travel between games has been reduced to 9.0. The previous low was 9.6, which was last season. So a lot less back-to-backs. Seasons being stretched out, and quite frankly, I'm in favor of it being shortened. I think 82 games is too long, but. That's just me. And like I said, NBA is going global. 39 games, prime time, will air in Europe throughout the season, as well as the Middle East and Africa. So a lot of untapped markets the NBA is looking to tap into as well. And then just a kind of umbrella stat for that, NBA games and programming, they're going to be available 214 countries and territories and in more than 50 languages. I only know one language, that is English, but I guess they're going to be able to broadcast it in 50 languages. So that'll be pretty cool.
It's going to be badass.
And NBA TV is going to feature Center Court. It's kind of a new spin-off broadcasting venue that they're going to be doing. And I guess it's going to feature some different thing. It's kind of like NFL Red Zone. Well, it's not going to be like Red Zone, but it's going to be, I guess they're going to feature a game. They're going to have all kinds of different camera angles, mic'd up players, all that kind of stuff. I didn't really dig too much into that, but something to dig into if you're an avid NBA fan like myself.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of the highlights of the NBA schedule, and now I have a bone to pick.
Okay, Josh, get ready for this.
Yeah, it's. I'm worried I'm going to go full tilt with this one, but we'll see.
All right, fuck it, let's do it. That's what we're about. All gas and brakes. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, no, I know. We'll just see kind of where this conversation ends up. One James Harden. One James Harden.
He's been talking.
I want to start with this. James Harden in the number 27. There's some significance there. You remember this, Drew? 27 consecutive threes.
Yes.
That the Rockets missed in Game 7 of the 2018 Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors.
Correct.
Don't get me wrong. That featured some air balls from the likes of Trevor Ariza, but still, Harden finished 2 for 13 on the night from 3.
Right.
And since then, he's been labeled a bit of a choke artist in the playoffs.
Yes.
And it's the nature of his game. He plays iso ball. He takes contested shots. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not. Takes a lot of threes. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not.
Right.
But the point being, James Harden has faltered in the playoffs historically, right? He made one finals, which they lost, as he made one as member of the Oklahoma City Thunder, back when we thought that big three was going to be able to take on the world. And then all of a sudden, they disbanded. That's a whole nother can of worms that I will not open at this point. But essentially, Harden has been labeled as a bit of a choke artist in the playoffs, and I kind of have some stats here to back it up. In his playoff career, 85 wins, 75 losses.
How many games has he played in the playoffs, though?
117 starts he has in the playoffs. And he's played 1,000 career regular season games as well.
Okay, that's fine. But we'll see if he's actually a choke artist here, or if his teams aren't that good. Because I am a James Harden fan. I'm a James Harden fan, and I'll take him over anybody. I love.
I never knew this.
I love watching him play.
You've been on this program for a year now. I never knew you were a fan of James Harden.
I hate the NBA, but I love James Harden.
He bit his lip. I said a lot of shit about him before, Josh. Jesus Christ. Okay, go ahead, Trevor.
That's
sorry.
okay. I don't have to voice my opinion all the time. I don't have to go ape shit all the time. You know,
Right.
I am a quiet serial killer. People like to.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Trevor, what's the stats here? Because I'm agreeing with you that he chokes in that.
Just let me take this in for a second. Josh Mitchell, person I've known for a good while. Never knew he was a James Harden fan. Not an NBA fan, a James Harden fan.
Like I said,
all the things to like about the NBA. Of all the things to like about the NBA, you like James Harden.
I firmly believe that man should get paid, and I firmly believe that he should not have been in Philadelphia. Philly's
Okay. We found some common ground. We found some common ground. He shouldn't be in Philadelphia.
I think he should have. I think the how do I want to word this and not sound like so much of an asshole right now? But I think that
I'm gonna sound like an asshole here in a minute. So go ahead.
That's all right. I'm sure I'll find a way to do it too. But on paper, everything looked good, but Philly just doesn't win. Philly just doesn't win. I mean, the Philadelphia 76ers just don't win, man. You had all the pieces, the whole trust the process thing. Like you had superstar after superstar after superstar want to go there. Joel Embiid is he will be a Hall of Famer. James Harden will be a Hall of Famer. Ben Simmons, no.
Yeah.
But you guys had you guys had every piece you could possibly want. You had a big man that just dominates. You had arguably one of, if not the best shooters in the league, not just shooter but scorer. And you guys choked, man. I'm not blaming this all on James. I'm blaming this a lot on teams that he's played for. Yeah, that Oklahoma City team would have been nice to see them, I guess, at least stick together for a little bit longer. That team was very young. The Big Three was very young, and they've all gone on to have tremendous careers in the NBA. That Houston team, if you're telling me Trevor Ariza was your second best scorer on that team, we got a problem.
Well,
Mike D'Antoni can't win in the playoffs. That 7-second offense isn't going to do shit in the playoffs.
Hey, man, but I'll tell you what, it's just like baseball. What happens in the postseason? Home runs win you games in the postseason in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
3-pointers win you the games in the NBA. No one gives a shit about defense.
Right.
No one gives a shit about momentum anymore. It's not a dunk game. It's a 3-point game. If you're not playing from 25 feet or out, sorry, man, it's not going to happen. So to live by the 3, die by the 3, that's James for you. And there's a reason that man is going to get $45+ million a year.
Whoa.
He's not getting it from the Sixers. I know that much.
That's okay. Somebody out there will pay him.
Trevor Sauer, the season. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I really thought the 76ers.
I'm not just sour about this, Drew. It's season after season after season with this team.
Right.
Every season.
Right.
Every season we get eliminated second round of the Eastern playoffs.
It's a bastard.
And half the time
Drew,
it's by the Celtics,
like
which bites me even more. Huh? What?
That sounds
What are you
like
saying over there, closet Harden fan?
I'm not a closet. Hey, listen, man. Just because I don't voice my opinion doesn't mean I'm a closet fan.
I think we have your new villain on here instead of Eric.
That's all right. That's all right. Listen, man. You keep lining them up. I'll keep knocking them off. Anyway, this sounds like a typical Philadelphia sports team there.
No.
Oh, come on.
I got to hear that. I want to hear the stats, though, Trevor.
Okay. Well,
yeah, we got to get on
it. This up. No, I know. I'll get there. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden has more games in the teens in points than he does in the 20s.
Whoa.
In the playoffs. That's how big of it. That's how big he falls off in the playoffs. He's done it for Philly. And I will say this: Nate Stice warned me, and Josh, apparently you're warning me post, and you're raising your hand. I'm not calling on you. I'm not your teacher. Let me finish griping, and then I'll let you have the floor. But for now, I'm doing a
Okay,
little
go ahead.
filibuster on James Harden. So give me 1 second, please.
Is that all you got? I thought it was a 7-second.
James Harden. Okay. I'm just going to pretend that you didn't say that. I'm just going to move on with my points here.
Yes.
Anyway, James Harden, and quite frankly, I'm starting to believe this too. I don't fault him for saying this. He said Daryl Morey, and I quote, "Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of." Which that's fine. I've never been a fan of Daryl Morey, the Elton Brand, that tandem. I've never been a fan of that. I've never been a fan of how they put the team together with absolutely no depth, and they've just made just weird moves to keep us top heavy. It drives me insane.
Right.
But the fact that James Harden, he's 33 going on 34, the fact that he thinks he deserves a max deal when he can't perform in the playoffs, that's just me. And obviously I'm a Philly fan, so I'm a little biased when I say that. But anyway, James Harden was also quoted as saying when he said Daryl Morey is a liar. He said that at an Adidas media event over in China. He said, and I quote, "Every time I come here, the love is just like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So I feel like they deserve to actually see me come play here. The love is always crazy here." And as far as I'm concerned, James Harden could be the U.S.'s greatest export to China. All I want is him out of Philadelphia. That is all I want. I
think you're going to get.
I hate dealing with this drama over and over and over again. We dealt with it with Ben Simmons. We dealt with the whole Brett Brown and how we used Joel Embiid. We dealt with first round top picks that were busts in Markelle Fultz, Michael Carter Williams, and the like. This team cannot get over the hump. And for that reason, I will say this, Sabres fan, I'm putting all my chips into hockey this season. I'm putting all my chips into hockey. Yes, no, I know.
Sabres?
Don't start. Oh. Don't start.
You're good. You're good, Trevor. Go ahead.
Trevor, you used to be up here on my list. Now you're just falling down.
You just keep interrupting me. That's what you keep doing. Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
You used to be up here. Now you're just slowly just ticking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a ticking time bomb over here for good reason.
That's what it sounds like, honestly, with this 76ers rant. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, all I expect from this Sixers team anymore is to flame out in the playoffs. That's all I expect anymore. Well, they're stuck, and they're going to be stuck. And they're going to be stuck, unfortunately, for probably the rest of Joel Embiid's tenure. And it's a shame because, like you said, Josh, we do agree on one thing. Joel Embiid will be in the Hall of Fame at some point. So will James Harden. I will admit that. But it's just sickening. Every single year I get my hopes up, and every single year I get my heart torn out of my chest. So I just had to come on here and vent. Sorry, Josh, for,
It's very passionate. No, listen, I was getting a little worried there.
Like I said, I might have gone. I was going to go full tilt. I went a little bit full tilt, and I acted like a little bit of an asshole, even to you, Josh. I apologize for that, but I don't apologize for the things that I said about James Harden.
Dude, you're not getting. First off, you're not going to offend me. Drew knows this. You should. I'm sure you've listened to some of the. I'm sure you've listened to some of the rants with Eric and I. We get into it.
I bet.
I will say you guys did have some first round picks that did flame out. I don't think Markelle Fultz was a good pick in my opinion at all. I think that was just
he was overrated. He was overrated.
I wouldn't even say overrated. I mean overrated in the sense that he got taken so high in the lottery. I also think that he shouldn't have been a first round pick. I'm just gonna put this out there. I didn't think he was that good at Washington, and Washington is Pac-12 basketball. Well, there's no more Pac-12 now. Back then. Pac-12 basketball just wasn't exactly top tier in my opinion. Some people are probably gonna bitch and complain about that, but you guys can all kiss my ass. But Pac-12 basketball just ain't it. It just ain't it. So I think picking him was just that sounded like from what I saw in the draft and what it sounds like and what it looked like big time was the guy that they wanted didn't fall, it wasn't there, or they didn't maybe have a great idea, so they just panicked and, hey, we're gonna take this guy because we need a point guard. Not a good pick there. But back to the James Harden thing.
Yes.
I know you said he had more point games with points in the teens than he did in the 20s, right?
In the playoffs, yes.
In the playoffs, yeah. The regular season doesn't. I'm not talking about regular season.
No, regular season he can score 35 a game all he wants. So
yeah, because no one's double teaming him or triple teaming him.
that is true.
1-on-3.
Defense is tougher in the playoffs. Yeah.
They actually play a little bit of defense in the playoffs. I will say that. And like
Yeah.
you said, James Harden's game is very ISO 1-on-1. The ball's always in his hand, whether to make a play or shoot or put up a shot or make a play. I will say he's probably going to score in the teens when he's got 2 or 3 defenders on him. He doesn't have too many open shots, and I'm sure we can find video to feed that. He kind of back me up there, I should say. With that being said, he could probably pass the ball a little bit more, but he's the guy that's getting paid that much money. He's the shooter. He's the guy that's putting fans in the stands. There's a reason he's going to get a max contract is because people are going to show up to watch James Harden put up 45 and shoot, contested threes and bury them, and just his big ass beard just right up down the court. He'll get a max deal. I don't know about Superman. He'll get a max, and only because he's going to put fans in the stands. And you add James Harden to the mix, even if it's a bad team, they have a chance to go to the postseason, all because of one guy. He has that it factor. He has that scoring factor. Whether he's going to play defense or not, that's totally up to him on any given night kind of thing.
Right.
But he's going to put fans in the stands. That arena will sell out no matter how bad any team he plays for is. He's James Harden. He's going to draw.
Small market team. He's going to, Josh.
Yeah.
What's that?
And which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is fine because he's proven that he doesn't play too nice with others. I mean, the big three didn't work out in Brooklyn. It's not working out with Embiid, and with Embiid being the main cog in Philly. He needs to be the main guy. He's just one of those guys that needs to be the main guy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
and if you
fine.
go back and look at his numbers in Houston, he was younger, different, a little bit of a different
More
style.
athletic, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually trained in the off season.
I think he still trains now, just a little differently. But
Differently.
I'm not gonna knock.
Okay.
I'm not gonna knock him. But he's an athlete, brother. I'm gonna defend him to the day I die. But
He's sitting on the polls, baby.
I will say that when he was in Houston, his numbers were better just because he was the number one guy.
Yep. No, I agree.
So he goes to a small market team. I think the big three in Brooklyn was just a fucking stupid idea.
That was just dumb. You got too many fucking.
That is true.
That was
Yeah.
That was a bad three to put together.
They all want to be alpha.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. But
That's
Trevor, anything
partially
else
why
there?
it's. I was just going to say that's partially why the Mavs might not work out too. You got two alphas there, and Doncic and Kyrie.
Yeah.
The Kyrie's another one of those guys needs to be one of the main guys, and Luka being the primary ball handler there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie's a tremendous athlete, tremendous ball handler, just a fabulous point guard.
Yes.
But he's a cancer. There's just too much that comes with him. And I think people are starting to realize that now. So I don't think he's going to get the contracts he's looking for. He might have to go to a small market team, which he did well with a small market team in Cleveland, only because he had LeBron James. So I just don't think he can't play in a big market. He says there's too much pressure, but he wants to be the number one guy. He wants to have the ball in his hand. There's a lot of BS that comes with Kyrie. So it's going to have to be the right fit for a team.
But switching over to football news here, that was a beautiful little back and forth clash. We haven't had that in a long time, so I appreciate that, boys.
I haven't gotten that out in a while. I needed that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that was honestly good therapy for me. I feel better now that I've just laid that out and had a civil conversation with a James Harden fan, because I'm definitely not one right now.
I'm gonna tell you
But-
what though, you're gonna miss him when he goes somewhere else and puts on a playoff run and puts on a show.
The result's going to be the same. We're going to flame out in the playoffs. We're going to lose to the Celtics 4-2 in the Eastern semifinals.
That's a tough draw. That's a tough draw in round 2. I hate to say it. That Celtics team is good.
It is, and that Eastern Conference is kind of stacked right now with them, the Bucks. Who else? The Heats are going to be really good. So
Yeah, you just run into a buzzsaw, man. That's tough. It's just the way it is. Especially all these teams loading up on stars now. It's kind of hard to. I don't know, man. I just think that Celtics team is going to continue to win. The Celtics or Heat are going to continue to win the East for the next 4 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yep.
After that, it's whoever wants to play for third. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, here at Buckle Up with the Boys, we appreciate any fan. We're here for moral support. We're here for the good times. We're here for the bad times. So, except if you're a Patriots fan, I could give a damn. Just going to leave that out there for you.
Or Ratbirds or Cowboys.
Ratbirds or Cowboys, yep.
Ratbirds or Cowboys, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, big news coming out here with the NFL news, boys. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but it seems more like any other year. This year, there is a lot of fights occurring at the training camps. And we're not just talking about little skirmishes. We're talking about both fucking sidelines coming in on the field and coaches even getting involved in it. Did you guys, I don't know if either of you have seen what happened
with Raiders, Rams, huh?
Fucking right, buddy.
Yeah.
Max Crosby and freaking Cam Akers. I don't know why anybody would ever pick a fight with Max Crosby, man.
Yeah, he was mean to laugh.
Guys.
I'm not
definitely
really
not
sure.
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I just think you got a death wish if you're trying to fight that guy. That's like saying I'm going to get in a ring with Ndamukong Suh and win. I'm good.
I just think, just his comments after. I'm not a big, and Eric's not on, so it's fine. And I know I'll have Raiders fans coming after me, but I'm just not a fan of Max Crosby. His comments after the skirmish doesn't make me feel any better about this guy's just a fucking maniac on the field, and he's a maniac off the field. I mean, is that just all the Raiders
he
draft?
was in rehab a couple times.
Yeah, no, excluding that shit, he's just Josh. Like he's a fucking head case. Like
he fits the Raider mold perfect.
Yeah,
he's a
villain.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, dude. He's one of the best defensive ends in the league, and he will be for a very long time.
Yes.
So I like Crosby. I like him as a player. I can't comment on him as an individual, but him as a player, I would love to have on my team. There's no doubt about that.
Right. And then we also see in Kansas City, Travis Kelce and I think a linebacker. Yes, a linebacker and him are going back and forth with each other. And, Andy Reid actually gets in there and he tells, he calls the team in and says, quit wasting your time. All right, we need to focus on the goal here, which is, I don't know. If you were a coach, both of you guys, I got to ask you this. If you're a coach, do you want that kind of fire in the fucking practice or are you going to smooth it out like Andy's going here saying, hey, we need to focus on the fucking goal here? I want the fire at practice. Guys are fighting for their lives here. You got some undrafted guys. You have some guys that maybe didn't get a good shake at another team. They're coming in on your team. They're trying to make a fucking living here. You want that, wouldn't you? Or
it depends on it depends on a lot of things. Depends on where the organization is. Depends on the style of coach. Depends on the style of players that you have. We're talking Kansas City here. They're on their way to becoming a dynasty. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, I don't think they've won their last Super Bowl by any stretch of the imagination. Same thing with Andy Reid. I think that team probably has a couple more in them.
Right.
They're a well-established team looking to defend their title. Compare that with a Jets team, with a Lions team that has a lot of young up-and-coming guys, a decent mix of veterans and up-and-coming guys on their roster that are fighting for roster spots and trying to keep the team competitive, trying to get them into a wild card or even a division winner spot. They're scrapping and clawing. So it depends. For the Kansas City Chiefs to smooth things over, to make sure everything is all hunky-dory and, keep the status quo of winning, yes, I get that. But if you got a coach like Dan Campbell in Detroit, they're looking to win the division this year, make the playoffs again, and looking to win their first playoff game since 1991. I don't mind a little scrapping. I don't mind a little fighting some guys that are going to be able to contribute to the team.
Right.
And it also kind of depends on the reputation of the team. I don't want to see a whole lot of this out of a Steelers team.
Right.
So I want to see some of it. Don't get me wrong. I want to see some of it. I want to see. I don't want to say I want to see fists flying, but I want to see some skirmishes. I want to see some fire. But you know, I don't want to see things get too particularly out of hand. You gotta find a happy median there.
Right. Right.
I love how you say, like, you were talking about the Chiefs having to be all hunky dory, and then the other two teams you named have two of the fieriest coaches in the NFL.
Right. There was just no comment.
Oh, yeah.
Made, yeah.
No, I didn't say. I kept my mouth shut. Give me the skirmishes. Give me the fists. I want that. I want heads rolling. I do. I think that's a good thing. Obviously no severe injury, obviously, but I want that. Like Drew said, guys are fighting for their lives. If Najee Harris was to roll over with Jaylen Warren getting more carries and more targets than him, do you think Najee sticks around very long? Or do you think he gets pissed off and goes out and does something different, or even gets in Jaylen Warren's face or starts giving him shit?
Right.
What I've seen in college and what I've seen in pro ball, usually it's the backup's job to get in the starter's ass or remind the starter that, hey, I'm still here.
Right.
So the skirmishes, the words, the John, whatever you want to call it, bro. I'll take a fist fight or two every couple of weeks. I'm good with that. Especially you got, like Drew said, you got guys fighting for their lives. You got guys coming in that, maybe got released or cut. Undrafted guys trying to earn a roster spot. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're on the field for a reason, and you're here to contribute. You're here to help. You're here to make this team better. You're here to make the guy next to you better. Give me the fire. Give me it all.
No. And the other thing too is, and this is, I'm going to say something very bold here. And it's a part of the script, but I just want to say this. I was very underwhelmed by the three top QBs that were taken this draft. I understand that was the first preseason game, but I was not very impressed by where's the stat here?
Was CJ Stroud going 4 or 6 with a pick?
Not impressed by CJ. I know it's his first time in the NFL. Wasn't really impressed. I mean, everybody's losing their fucking mind, and we'll touch on the Madden servers because we have to touch on that. But Josh, I told you I played one of my buddies on Madden for the first game. Okay, he was like, "Oh, I kicked his ass." He got 5 interceptions on him, and he's like, "Oh, right before the game started, he's like, oh, CJ's going to be, a really special talent." I said, "Okay, motherfucker, we'll see. And if I picks later, I know it's video game form, and then I'm just saying." I'm not very impressed by CJ Stroud. I think
that's a whole can of worms.
Bryce Young, I'm not really impressed. Only the other one I'm impressed by, which I think he did okay. Anthony Richardson. I didn't think he looked bad. He went 7 for 12, 67 yards against the Bills. I understand that's the backups, but it's still the goddamn Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. So I just got to throw that out there. Got to look at the competition they're facing. Richardson takes week 1, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys.
What about what's his name played yet?
Who are we thinking here, buddy?
The guy from Penn State.
Bryce Young?
No, the guy
Sean Clifford?
Oh.
No, not Clifford. So he went from Kentucky. He went to Penn State and went to Kentucky.
Will
Levis,
yeah. Has he played yet? Have they played yet?
Ooh, I think he got hurt in practice, didn't he?
Did he? Okay.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, he got hurt.
I'll give you.
I'll give you seriously, but
yeah. Maybe it's all that mayonnaise in his fucking coffee. What a fucking chump. Anyway,
little weird.
Little, Jesus.
Just a little.
Did you ever open up a can of mayonnaise and smell it? It looks like shit you see in science class that you make as a project. People eat that shit. Anyway. Anyway.
All right.
Anthony Richardson gets it for sure. I don't. Granted, Bryce Young's walking into a team where it's kind of they win 5 games last year.
Mhm.
Same thing with CJ, the 1-3. They got a tough road ahead of themselves. Anthony Richardson at least has some pieces to work with. Anthony Richardson was like, he was deemed the project of the draft because he's so athletic. He was just didn't put up the best numbers at Florida. I think he, out of all the rookies, has the best year going forward. I think whether CJ Stroud or Bryce Young get their feet under themselves and have some success, I still think Anthony Richardson, just his raw athletic talent and ability to throw the fucking shit out of the football, I still think he has the best year.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, yeah, and I'm just trying to think of other things I wanted to fucking say about that. Yeah, that's really it, though. I'm just, it's the first week. We'll see what fucking comes of it. I'm just saying. I told you.
I will say this too. Sorry about. I just remember this. People were saying the same shit about Anthony Richardson that they said, or people were saying the same stuff about Cam Newton. They're saying about Anthony Richardson right now, and I think Cam Newton turned out to have a pretty decent career.
I would say so.
He
His
did.
2015 season is legendary. Yeah.
Yes.
I think he still put up some serious. Even when he, I know he wasn't the same after the car accident and after the shoulder surgeries. He wasn't, the same Cam. But I mean, the dude's a genetic freak, and him and Anthony Richardson are very similar in stature. One definitely has a better arm than the other one, but he's baby Cam, man. He's baby Cam until he proves me wrong.
Right. Fair enough.
No,
I if I can go here for a second, Drew, I think Bryce Young has a pretty decent season as well. Just by virtue, he has a couple veteran receivers in that locker room, and they're not in the greatest division, so the competition isn't all that stiff for him. But everyone talks about the size, but you know who else was pretty small? Drew Brees. You know who else was pretty small? Doug Flutie. Those guys made out pretty well for themselves as well. And I think Bryce Young can, so long as he develops, he has the smarts, he has the football IQ. We all know that. But does he have the physical tools, and does he have the in-game prowess that an NFL quarterback needs? So we'll see.
I think playing at Alabama
plus
definitely
he's
helps.
got oh yeah. And he's got Frank Reich as his head coach. A bit of a quarterback guru there. So I think Bryce Young does decently well, but I think he does a lot better next year. Probably a lot of growing pains this year, especially in Carolina. They got a rough go.
I think Bryce Young needs to get hit a little bit. Everyone talks about his size.
Yeah.
And, can he withstand? I think he needs to get hit a few times and prove, I guess, doubters wrong, if that's the correct term. Because I think he's fine. The SEC is might as well be NFL football at this point. And he's played in so many big games at Alabama. He's not scared of the spotlight. So he'll do fine. He'll do well. Growing pains, absolutely, but he will be just fine.
And Trevor, I said this to you and Nate on draft night. I said I think CJ Stroud and Bryce Young are going to be put in situations with no fucking weapons, and I think the first year is going to be rough. I really do, and we'll see. We'll see. I hope their career. I don't want any athlete's career to be shit, unless again you're on the Raptors, the Patriots, the Cowboys. So they're an okay area. So I hope everything goes well for those young gentlemen. But I have to say this: I was very impressed, and I think it was a little premature post that I was drinking on Friday during the Steelers game. I was very excited. I did put out there that they look really good, and then all of a sudden it kind of turned the other way, and we threw a fucking interception when we get the fourth string quarterback in there. I believe he was, right? I forget his name.
If you don't remember his name, then he was on the practice squad. So fourth string.
Yeah, but I thought they looked good. I thought Kenny and Pickens are picking up right from where they started last year. I think I'm very excited for the season, Trevor. I cannot fucking say it enough. When I'm there on Saturday, I swear to fucking God, I'm going to be losing my mind, even though it's a preseason game.
Listen, DraftKings has the Steelers at plus 400 right now to win the division. I'm highly recommending that people enter that one.
Oh yeah, I already did. On FanDuel, I already did.
Good, you guys are good. I honestly, man, I really think the Steelers are playing for a division title at the end of the season.
when I saw Darnell
I
Washington,
could see it. Yeah.
when I saw Darnell Washington in practice, they I think it was the clips. I don't know when the hell it was, but it just surfaced on social media, being guarded by Minka. Minka, one of the best safeties all in the league, and we got him as a steal.
If not the
I'm not.
best.
I'm not discrediting his ability. He is one of the greatest, play on the black and gold, in my opinion, right now. I mean, he's very good.
Yeah.
But Darnell Washington made him look like a little kid when he guarded him
Well,
when they lined up at the touchdown.
He's
I know,
6'8", 300 pounds.
I know, but I'm just saying
He's
to have
it's a large
that
human.
ability against one of the best in the league, Josh. He made him look like a little kid. If I see that clip and I'm another team, I'd be shitting my pants. This guy's going to be fucking something. He gets 600 yards this season, hands down. I will say it right now.
I think he might get more than that.
Wow.
It might take him till the end of the year to catch fire, just because where he was drafted and Freiermuth and all the other weapons. But
Right.
Yeah.
once they realize, I think he also has 4+ touchdowns, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
You got Robinson, you got Pickens. Deontay's a little on the shorter end. You got Freiermuth, and you got fucking 6'8" Darnell. I mean, do you just throw the fucker up if you're at the 5? You're good. They're going to come down with it.
I mean, shit.
25.
You got to throw it up. You got to throw it up anywhere on the field, and they're going to come down with it. You know, people were talking about all this back shoulder stuff. Like,
you don't even
6'8", 260 pounds. You just throw it. I don't care if it's back shoulder, front shoulder, in the 4th row. I'm pretty sure he's going to come down with it.
That was the steal of the draft. You heard it here first. That guy.
That's a bold move right there.
Trevor, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I know. My only concern is Canada is going to pull him at Canada and just use him for the run game and blocking.
If he fucking, we'll see after the week one.
There's a reason I worded that the way I worded that. Darnell Washington absolutely has the talent to be an absolute stud. We know that.
Right.
Is Canada going to misuse him like he misuses so many other guys?
I've been in a lot of discussion.
If his play calling improves and he actually, he gets a brain inside that thick head of his, he gets a football IQ, and he actually starts, calling pretty smart plays, Washington could have pretty stellar rookie season. I mean, rookie tight ends, tough for them to acclimate to the NFL real quick, but he'll be involved. He better be involved.
I agree with Trevor. I do.
Yeah.
I also think Canada kind of played it safe with Kenny and Trubisky.
Yes.
I think he knew when he had Ben back there, he could call a play, but they probably weren't going to run that play.
That's what's going to be my Josh. We do this every episode. We're on the same because that's going to be a good precursor when you're done. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Canada tried to put his foot down and be like, I'm the offensive. Now that Ben's not there, I'm the offensive coordinator. It's my way or the highway bullshit. And he can be like, yeah, we went 9-8 with a shitty quarterback and a rookie quarterback.
Right.
You could have been, let's be honest, man. You probably could have been 11-6 if you really wanted to. But that's just me. So.
How many games did we win scoring points in the teens because of how good our defense is? Don't pat yourself on the back too much there, Mr. Canada.
Exactly. And how many times did it take for Kenny just to rip shit in the last quarter or the last 2 drives of the game to go down and win? So
yeah. No, I got to throw it out here. They need Trevor. I said it last week. If you have a stallion, you don't let that stallion caged. You don't keep him behind the fence. You let that fucker go and you let it run in the field. George Pickens is a fucking stallion. Let him run down that field. Give Kenny the goddamn keys to the offense. I'm going to tell you right now, I have enough confidence in him. I think a lot of Steeler fans do. I think he has – I know he's only a second-year quarterback, but he better audible out if he doesn't agree with Canada's fucking call. I know first season as a rookie, you got to follow what the coach is telling you, but this year, fuck that. If it doesn't fit what the fuck you want to do, Josh, what do you think?
He'll experiment with that, I think.
Okay, you don't think it's going to be...
with that. He'll do it a little bit. I think something that kind of plays into this too. Matt Canada's in the last year of his contract. So what kind of approach is he going to take to either assert himself or lay off a little bit to make the offense look good, to make himself look good?
Right.
That's coaches, I know players versus coaches and contract seasons, there's a stark difference there. But, what kind of approach does Canada take with his second-year QB that is proven to be able to run an offense? Not pretty much on his own at this point, but when he needs to make plays, he makes plays.
Mhm.
He improvises a little
The
bit.
man's got the key to the city. Let him just rip it.
Yes.
Granted, it's college. It was the ACC. I get it.
Right.
He ran that offense a bit with less
Yeah.
weapons and less talent, and did what he did. He's got more weapons, way more talent on the outside, and he's got a bell cow of a running back now too.
Yep.
Shit, man. I also think too, Drew, you said first year you got to follow the coach, whatever. Da, 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 da. I don't think he was the 20th overall pick. That man could have told Matt Canada to fuck off numerous times, and he still would have been the guy. You don't ship off a first round quarterback unless they do what Johnny Manziel did.
Right.
You don't ship off a first round quarterback that literally played in your stadium too.
Yeah.
That the entire state of Pittsburgh, the entire city of Pittsburgh loved. Let's be honest.
It's like its own state, though, Josh.
I mean, shit. Yins definitely.
It feels like its own
Yins are
state,
going
really.
to the ball. Yins are going to the ball game, baby. Here we go.
Yeah. No. One other topic, and then I want to get over to the betting side of here. Trevor, I got to say this again, Josh, and as much as we can get in here, because I know there's a time cursor here, but I got to say, last week I really enjoyed that fucking going down the win totals. That I have to tell you that was fucking enjoyable shit with you. Okay. So I can't wait to see what new betting shit we have. But one topic we touched on last week. So it's just kind of funny. We talked about Irsay having this issue with paying Jonathan Taylor. Right. So now this week, Jonathan Taylor.
I mean, shit. Oh, yeah. What's the fucking issue?
You don't want to pay him. Straight up. You don't want to pay him.
And Drew and I talked about the whole running back being appreciated.
Yes.
A dude's 1,000-yard rusher. That dude can catch the ball. That dude is your fucking offense.
Mm-hmm.
You could run the spread. You could run the read option. Yep. You could run the fucking option with him and Anthony Richardson in the backfield. Yes.
They're missing. They're a quarterback away. Now they're a running back away. I mean, there's just a. I
think they're a fucking GM away.
Yeah. Fucking.
They're a fucking GM away.
GM and owner. Christ. Yeah.
Pay the man. He had the rushing title, 2 years ago before he sprained his ankle 3 times in 1 year?
Yeah. Well, that, again, you did it again. So
Not
he's
to
hurt
mention
again.
He had, 50, 60 catches, or 50 catches that year, too?
Right.
What the fuck are we doing?
He's rehabbing an ankle again, Josh.
And I would have done the same thing he did, man. I would have done the same thing. I would have said, see you guys later. I'll see you guys before week 1. I know the playbook. We're fine.
And one way, I'm thinking the ankle was not, Trevor, this might be bold, Josh. I think the ankle was not fully healed ever after, even when he came back, because now he's getting surgery. And I think it's like an extra fuck you, Irsay. Now I got doctors telling me I got to get surgery, so he's going to get the surgery done, which also excludes him from those fines that we were talking about that I still think are bullshit, but that's fine.
I'm with you on that. He should not be fined.
Yeah, so there is no fines that will be issued to him or the team in regards to him being out.
I also think too he tried to come back and play a little too early. I think he even admitted that.
Yeah.
Being an athlete and doing that numerous times in my career, it always goes worse. I don't give a fuck who you are. It always goes worse. And now he's going to miss, a little bit more time because of an ankle injury. And now let's not forget, guys.
No.
As a running back, as a very explosive running back he is, and then he is a one cut and go running back. If he can't plant on that ankle and cut on that ankle, boys, he's going to have a subpar year, and no one's going to pay him.
No.
So at this point, man, take your time, do you, get the bag. I'm tired of this team shit. Get the bag. Go get paid. Go get yours.
No, I agree. Trevor?
I really don't have anything to add.
Okay.
I've expressed my displeasure with the way Jim Irsay is running that organization right now. I think I said last week something along the lines of he replaced Dan Snyder as the worst owner in the NFL.
Yes.
I think that's just becoming more abundantly evident as time goes on. And, he's dug himself a hole. Someone handed him a shovel. Or,
Yeah.
This might be a little out of pocket here, handed him a drink.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah. No, but swinging over the betting side here, Trevor, you got any bets to lead us off here? I got a couple, but I kind of want to let you.
I actually got some
you do as
NBA
well.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with the NBA here. A little bit more on the positive side. Not talking about James Harden again. Yeah. So the Sacramento Kings, up and coming team. Like I said before, they're going to be a very intriguing team to watch. I like their over 45 or 44.5 wins here. Pretty much even split, minus 110 for the over under. I like them to go over in that Western Conference. Your Lakers, Drew, 47.5. You think they get over 47.5? I think they could do it if AD stays healthy. I'm
going to be fucking just totally derogatory here. If that little bitch actually stays on the fucking court and plays like a big man, let me just say this, and Trevor, that's Marc Gasol right now for me, because I've been watching these. I watched some highlights from last season. I'll tell you right now, Nate, if you're out there, I know Nate's going to watch this. God bless his soul. I'm going to tell you, when I watch him, he is a little bitch. I don't know why D-Rod has look, I snuck in D-Rod somehow. I don't know how all these old guys from the back when they play big man, because it's kind of like a fraternity. When you play big man, it's not the easy position. You're getting the shit beat out of you. You're trying to get your rebounds and shit. Anthony Davis is a fucking epitome of a big man. Seriously, you're 6'11" and you play like a little bitch, and you get touched by a feather and you fall down and you get hurt. And we just lost 3 viewers because I just fucking lost it, because there must have been Anthony Davis fans. I apologize, but I just have to say that. Trevor, I mean, every fucking year.
You're right.
My knee hurts.
Right.
My knee hurts. What? Fucking, you're getting paid. Come on. I'm sick of this shit, dude. I'm really, Josh, I'm telling you, that pisses me off, because we're doing good and then he gets hurt and then we're fucked. We're fucked. We had Mo Bamba down there. I mean, what the fuck?
He did have a song written about him.
I wouldn't take that bet because I don't know if Anthony Davis is going to be healthy. So I wouldn't take 47.
Were you a Laker fan prior to LeBron showing up?
I was Kobe. Yep.
Okay, all right.
All the way through. First game I watched was him and Shaq. I forget what game.
Where I stand with Kobe Bryant. I think he's
better than LeBron.
I think it's Kobe and Michael 1 and 2. In whatever way.
I like it.
Trevor, Big Michael.
Yeah.
Big Michael.
Michael. Yeah. Michael.
Let's be honest, man. We can talk about this. We can hit on this. I mean,
you're going to piss somebody off, Josh.
Yeah. Hey.
All right.
I
don't care.
Listen,
I think LeBron is a generational talent. I really do. And there's a reason he's the all-time leading scorer. He's great. He's still doing it at his age. Fantastic. Kobe Bryant, though, just had that, mentality, the same that Michael had. And it was the same. It was either my way or the highway. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. Mm-hmm. Not to mention Kobe did it in the biggest market in basketball.
Mm-hmm. Hands down.
He ran Shaq out of town because Shaq didn't want to work.
Called him a fat ass. Called him a fat ass in the press conference.
Yeah.
He legit said it. And then Kobe lost in the finals of 1 year, and Shaq made a song about it. Kobe can't do without me, and I'm pretty sure the next year Kobe won the fucking finals.
And then passed him in championships, got 5. Shaq ended with 4, and that fucking burns Shaq to this day. I really think if someone went up to him and said, "Hey, Kobe had 5, you have 4," I think he'd probably smack that motherfucker and chokeslam his ass.
Yeah, and you'd end up over there.
Goddamn right. He's still
yeah.
I love Kobe Bryant, man. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love Kobe. I to this day think Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul, man. He got taken not just a little too early, very too early, but Oh, dude, I loved watching him.
Yeah.
He didn't pass the ball because if he did and the guy missed it, he wasn't getting it back. Sorry, you had your one chance.
That's right. That's right.
And if you think about it, you go back and look, Michael did the same shit. No one ever said that about Michael, though.
Now, I don't want to take over Trevor's segment here, but I just have to say this.
you're right.
That fucking 2010, 2011 team, or 2009, 2010 Lakers, when they won that championship. No, I'm not disrespecting Pau Gasol. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best big men. But you exclude him, that team was a fucking class of misfits. Just come on. We had Steve Blake, Lamar Odom. I'm not saying Lamar Odom wasn't good. Andrew Bynum, he was a fucking head case. That was probably one of the most impressive fucking playoff, except Kawhi Leonard somehow figuring out one fucking year up in Toronto. But that year, I got to put that up there with pretty impressive fucking performance.
How long was Fisher with you guys? Was he on that team?
Was Derek Fisher on that team?
He was on that team, but he flip-flopped because he went over. He was on him, and then he went left, and then he went to OKC for a little bit, and then he came back, and it was a fucko. It was a fucking
Barnes' wife at that time, or what?
Well, he went after Kobe's, so that piece of shit is on my shit list for the rest of my life.
Kobe's, and I'm pretty sure he got traded the next year.
Fucking body wasn't even cold yet, and that son of a bitch is trying to get in her DMs. You, Derek Fisher. I will tell you that right now. You will not be allowed on this program. Go ahead, Trevor. Keep going. Dude, that burned me. Trevor, how fucked up is that, though?
Wow.
Your teammate,
I know.
your best friend, dies in a helicopter crash.
I mean,
you hit up his wife? What the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out how a conversation about betting devolved into a conversation about Derek Fisher getting in Kobe's wife's DM after Kobe's death.
Right. You go ahead. Trevor.
I always try to figure that out. And I will say,
Trevor.
Drew, you had taken a few weeks off from the Dennis Rodman thing. You were being good there for a little bit. You're being good, but now we're I want
all the Dennis.
Yeah.
All the Dennis, baby. I will say this though, Trevor, you've never been on the show with Drew and I together. We go on these fucking rants all the time.
Oh yeah, I've watched the clips. I watched the clips.
And then you had Eric in too.
Good time.
It turns into a three-way fight.
I mean, it's just a six-way.
Wasn't it you three guys that got the FCC called on you or something? That happened when you. That
was me. And this guy.
Bombs thrown at that one. That was my bad.
Yeah, no. It was on me, and I'll tell you, FCC, we're good. We're being good boys. I'm not even drinking. I'm just really fired up. Go ahead, Trevor.
I've said some very questionable stuff on some of these podcasts.
Hey, FCC, we just chilling, like they say in the hood. All right, go ahead, Trevor.
What's Eminem's line in one of his songs about the FCC?
FCC won't let me be.
There it is.
They're trying to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without.
Wow, did you just rattle off that entire? Come on, keep it going, DB. Let's go.
I'm good. I played that song.
DB, you need to buzz cut your hair, dye it blonde. Telling you right now, be a good look.
White tee, baggy jean shorts, and a big silver chain.
Get a D12 tattoo right here. D12.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
Trevor, take over. Please go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Coming back to betting. After that,
let's go back.
Yeah. Let's move back to gobbling. You know, another little degenerate thing. Sixers win total 49.5. I don't know if they get to that. Depends if James Harden leaves. I would not bet that total right now. I honestly wouldn't bet that total, period. One that intrigues me though, Cavaliers 50.5. I think they can get the over on that, and I have them contending in the in-season tournament as well. They're plus 1,400 to win that in-season tournament. I think they can make a little run there. Then another kind of long shot one that I might dabble with. Yeah. Detroit Pistons to make the playoffs 11-1. I like that price. I like the money you can make at that.
I hope they.
And then a little more of a sure thing, but you get plus money on it. Brooklyn Nets make the playoffs plus 142. You got Bridges. He kind of even though the Sixers swept the Nets, Bridges did pretty good. I believe he averaged in the mid-20s and like 7 or 8 assists a game against the Sixers. He did really well. I think that team's going to do a lot better without that big three there. Then just to touch on the in-season tournament here, favorites are the Celtics, which will bite me until the end of time. Celtics plus 850, Nuggets plus 1100, Bucks same thing, Suns plus 1200, Warriors plus 1300. But I like the Cavaliers. I'll take the Cavaliers at plus 1400. A lot of good money riding on that.
Safe bet with the Celtics for sure. But Cavaliers, I like that one. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Pistons organization. I big fan of the Bad Boys. I want that. The city of Detroit needs something to cheer about. So
they do.
And we said the Lions. I said the
They got some
Lions.
football.
The Lions are fucking high on the
Might be
fucking
football.
We'll get back onto that. Yeah.
Lions are
Sure,
winning
I
the division. I know that much. But
I
no.
apologize for completely
No,
fucking derailing.
don't. You're all right.
I mean, we really just got to figure it out over here. I mean, like,
It's all right.
shit, man.
You're good.
God.
You're good.
All right.
It's all
I
good.
appreciate you. You know that. But okay, going off more NBA, Trevor? Or?
No, that's all I had for NBA. I kind of just threw a few quick things together last minute for that. But
yeah. No. And seriously, future bets in NBA wouldn't be a bad idea right now. So, I mean, that's on the table as well. I definitely want to throw this out here for you guys. So between Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, we got a regular season passing yard total. They got Bryce Young at minus 134. They got CJ Stroud at plus 104. So who do we got in that?
they have more yards, you saying?
Yeah, Mario.
I'm taking CJ, I think.
Passing, not all that combination bullshit that they
Take CJ just because he's got. I don't know, man. I think if you go the way that Davis Mills ran that offense, or they ran it with Davis Mills, he was throwing the shit out of the football, and even when he was a rookie. So I think that offense is very pass heavy. I think with Bryce, they're going to want to quote unquote protect him,
right,
because he's just a little guy. So I think CJ takes that one, in my opinion.
Okay. Trevor?
Just to oppose Josh on something else in this podcast, I'll take Bryce Young.
That's a tough one for me. I'll tell you right now, and I know it's not a lot of money, and that really doesn't bother me. I'll get on. I get the liquor in me. I see some numbers here, and we just start pressing buttons again. Trevor, the devil juice is gambling, like I've been told by many people. How dare you talk about the devil juice? Well, let me tell you right now, motherfucker. Like I said, it makes the football game more enjoyable. This one's hard because they have weapons, but not like springboard weapons on either side. So
right,
I don't know. I'm not, in this case, I would put both, but there's not enough money gain there. You know what I mean? You could.
I think Houston has a little bit better of a running game, just a little bit.
Damian Pierce,
Yeah, so I think that can open up things.
He'll be good.
I think that can open up things for CJ, but I still think they're just gonna. Honestly, man, the best way to groom a rookie quarterback is to let him fail,
yes,
or have success. I'm not saying he's gonna strictly fail, but you got to take your lumps, man. So just let the dude chuck it 30, 40 times a game. Who gives a shit if you lose? Like, you're planning on losing this year,
right?
Bit of a side note too here. Panthers have Miles Sanders. He was a pretty versatile back in Philadelphia. I will say the Texans look like they have this. Actually, these guys have pretty even receiving cores. It's all going to depend on how well the offensive lines can protect these guys. Bryce Young, a little bit more mobile. CJ Stroud, a little bit more of a pocket guy, but he's still pretty mobile himself. It's a toss-up. It's a flip of a coin. And Houston has Dalton Schultz. Yeah, he's a pretty solid tight end. But the Panthers have Hayden Hurst, who kind of turned into a pretty decent tight end in Cincinnati last year. He was decent.
I think Hayden Hurst only turned into a decent tight end because of who the Bengals had.
Joey B.
Yeah, who was throwing him the ball and who was, taking the
Not
pressure
even
off
that.
of him. Yeah.
Exactly, the pressure. You could have anybody throw to him when you're that wide open, but I mean, you got Jamar Chase, who's arguably number 1 or number 2 receiver in the NFL right now, and T. Higgins, who's in the top 15 in my opinion. So, Hayden Hurst was by default going to be open.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, that Dallas
That
team
is true.
sucks. They're
That is
trash.
true.
They're fucking trash. Dalton Schultz had to do his thing, and he was still a top 10 tight end, maybe even top 5. But I just think the star on the side of the helmet is the ugliest fucking logo in the league.
Ooh,
Tell me how many viewers we just lost there.
we're at 5. We're good. We're good.
Oh, good. I really think the Cowboys are terrible. So for Dalton Schultz to go out and put numbers up like that, I think he's going to be just fine in Houston because a rookie quarterback's favorite, or I guess number 1 outlet, will be the tight end. So he's going to get a lot of targets and a lot of receptions.
Well, it's I don't know. Trevor, any other ones that are sparking your interest? Because, I cannot fucking find it now. It popped up. I tried to check on my phone. It was, and I saw it on, I didn't put the bet in, and I'm fucking regretting it right now. I hope it didn't close. Aaron Rodgers to average 273.5 yards per game. I don't know what the plus was on that, but I am regretting now. If that is some reason that special's shut down, I'm going to check my phone, but I'd do it.
Are you taking the over?
Oh, yeah.
That's bold.
Yeah. With that, I'm watching Hard
They're
Knocks.
running game right now, so yeah.
I'm looking at Garrett Wilson and his connection there.
That's true.
You got Lazard. You got is Cobb there? Or is it no? Is it just
Cobb is
Lazard?
there,
Yeah,
so
Cobb.
is Lazard. Cobb
Okay.
is there, so is Lazard.
I mean, come on. You got Cobb. I think he was on Hard Knocks. They're talking mid conversation. I'm like, I don't know.
I know Aaron doesn't throw a lot to the tight end, but who is their tight end?
Conklin. Tyler Conklin.
Yeah.
I think he can do it. I don't know how good they're going to do, Trevor.
What is it? 270 what?
273.5. I'm a fucking psychopath. I can remember that, but I can't remember what the hell. Whatever. Engine.
And I still think the Jets won 11 games.
See, we had that, Trevor. This was a big thing last week. The Jets.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
The Ravens got very angry with where they had them.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Before
I
you
said
go
9-8.
on, call them by their proper name. They're Ratbirds.
Ratbirds, yeah, Ratbirds. But I think I even said the Jets were 9-8, 10-7, right? I think
You said 10 and 7,
I
right? When
said-
we talked?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 10-7 as well, just because of that rough start out of the gate. They play the likes of the Bills, Eagles, Chiefs. And Drew and I subscribe to the narrative that the Jets are going to start like 2-4. They're going to doubt Rodgers. They're going to be all over him in the media, and they're going to be like, "Oh, the Jets are the Jets again." And then he's going to go on a resurgence in the second half, get the Jets to the playoffs at 10-7.
Yep. Have some peyote, like I said.
I think it's going to be. I still think he's going to come out of the gate hot. He's going to be super pissed at the way things ended in I'm going to say Buffalo. The way things ended in Green Bay. I think he's going to will those guys to a. I think Buffalo's going to underestimate him. He's going to beat Buffalo, and he's going to beat Kansas City. He's probably going to lose to Philadelphia. I really think he goes 11-6, man. I really do, and he just turns around and does one of these to Green Bay.
Well, with that, if they beat Kansas City, Trevor, we can go the other way with the beautiful media, which we will not on this fucking program say the Jets are going to Super Bowl after they beat the Chiefs. I will not. I will fucking mute that person. I will not say that. But the media is going to say, "Oh shit, they dethroned the dynasty. Oh boy!" And now watch FanDuel jump on that bullshit. DraftKings, Caesars, MGM, whatever. I'm telling you, that's great. If they beat the Chiefs, okay, but. Let's not fucking start too hot and then fade out, boys. Okay, like that. I don't know. We'll see,
It's
Josh.
Aaron Rodgers, man. It's Aaron. He did it with 2 rookie receivers last year
You're right.
that weren't
That was ugly, though.
that had a case of the drops.
Yeah.
Now he's
Ugly.
got it was bad. He's got 2 dudes that are legit studs and a defense now that is one of the best in the NFL.
Yeah, Quinn
Yes.
Williams is just a fucking
Give
animal.
me the discount double check a few times.
Yeah.
I'm taking. I
I'm
like
a firm
Rodgers, man.
believer. I'm a firm believer in the sauce as well.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I believe
he's
he
an
gave up what? He gave up what? 56 yards total last season. Something stupid.
Right.
He's
It's like, yeah,
ridiculous.
he's good, and he was a rookie, and teams were game planning to go away from him.
Right.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's good. That Jets team's gonna be good. It's Aaron Rodgers, man. How I mean, smug Aaron, baby. Give me all smug Aaron. Give me it all.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I don't know. It's just free blue or whatever the fuck her name is. Josh on this, she's been
Blue of Earth. That's what it was.
noted on this. Blue of Earth. She'll be out there. Supporting Aaron. He's struggling. She'll sneak in the locker room. Give him a little peyote. Get the drums rolling in the locker room. Come on, boys. Come on now.
Hey man, whatever he was on, whatever he did to have those back-to-back MVP seasons or whatever the fuck it was, keep doing it, Aaron.
He's going to fucking caves for 3 days. Remember we touched on that last summer, Josh. We touched on that last summer, and I'm literally reading that news clip, and I'm like, how the fuck is the NFL allowing this? This Ricky Williams? What?
He legit came out and said, "I'm doing psychedelics." I was like,
Yeah.
so who are you throwing to? You're throwing to not Devontae Adams, obviously. You're throwing to SpongeBob and Finding Nemo on the left side. Pick one.
Just how just lenient they were, and just see all the careers of really good athletes just completely be diminished because they couldn't put down the fucking pot or the shrooms or whatever it might be. It's
Friends out there eating mushrooms at halftime, saying, "All right, guys, we got this." And you know what? He goes,
picking up the grass, dude. Trevor, did you watch Hard Knocks? Did you watch that yet?
I
was like,
I have
"What are you
not.
doing?"
Oh, you
need
watched
to.
it, Josh?
Yeah, I've seen the part you talk about. He's just playing with the fucking guy. He's like out there meditating in the grass.
Well, that's the only reason I've subscribed to HBO, because I was like, fuck, I got to watch this. Sauce Gardner's like, dude, that guy's so fucking crazy, man. He's touching the grass. He's becoming part of the earth. I'm like, what the fuck? The teammates are believing in this shit now.
And I'm pretty sure somebody said he ate a piece of grass. Yeah, but your teammates are saying that, and then all of a sudden he carves you up in practice. It's like, who is this guy?
Right, he's fucking throwing no-look passes. But, Trevor, any other bets you got going? I got.
Well, I'll just say this about Aaron Rodgers. I know how much Californians love their grass and their substances.
Yeah, but he's admitted to he doesn't smoke.
No,
he said
yeah.
he
That's why I
just
said
went straight to
substances.
psychedelics.
Yeah. He didn't, he didn't do weed, and he didn't have the gateways. He hopped over the gate and went to psychedelics.
Somebody that took him over the gate.
I'm going to say some outlandish shit. How the fuck do you find a village in South America to go ahead and host you, give you illegal contraband substances, and then they provide you a fucking cave? Like, is this an Airbnb that's just kind of like the black web Airbnb? Like, how does he get in contact? How does he get in contact with somebody? Josh, I know that, but still, how do you find the contact?
Yeah,
you reach out to
He gave that very deprived and poor village $1 million and all the food they could ever want in their lives, and they said, "Here's all our peyote and drugs. By the way, we go up to that cave and take our clothes off and have a great time."
I mean, you go to. I love to hear the conversation. He probably went to his agent like this. He said, I really got to find myself. And the agent's like, fuck, all right, it's Aaron Rodgers. We're going to find him some shit. How about this village? Make a nice donation. They get you stoned. You sit in a fucking cave. We'll get you this girlfriend that plays the fucking drums at practice, wears sundresses. It's beautiful. Anyways, we got to go. We got to move on from this. All right? Because I can go all night.
And cue another transition from an out-of-pocket conversation back to gambling.
Holy shit. Whoa. I'm fucking sweating over that one, boys. Holy fuck.
One bet that I'm looking at right now that I like a decent bit, kind of a long shot. Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year at 30-1. Detroit's gonna has a much improved secondary. It's gonna open up that front seven to wreak some havoc. I don't know if Aiden Hutchinson's going to be a world beater in his second year. Like I said, that is a bit of a long shot, but I like him to have a better year. Well, maybe not a better year. Well, yeah, I'd like him to have a better year than Max Crosby, who's at plus 2,000.
Right.
I'm just telling you that right now.
Next bet.
That's tough. Who else? Who's
it
the
is.
second?
I know.
Or I guess who's the top pick there, Trevor?
Oh, Micah Parsons. I'm a Penn State guy, so yeah. I honestly did not see that. I just went, yeah, I know. And then in third in line, our boy TJ plus 800. Yeah.
Finally, where's Myles Garrett?
Plus 600. He's above TJ.
Good. I've said it so many times on this show, and I have went after people on Facebook, made an ass out of myself. What in the fuck are you watching? What is Madden watching? What all these people? Myles Garrett, the guy committed. Josh, we touched on it. Committed fucking aggravated assault on the field. He's not fucking better than TJ Watt. I'm sorry. It's not happening. He is not a game takeover fucking defensive player. Pisses me off. He's not. He doesn't have the Lawrence Taylor in him. The fucking Kevin Green, James Harrison, fucking swing moves. No, I'm sorry. I'm really getting fucking irritated.
Very, very strong athlete.
I'm very irritated with Myles Garrett constantly, and they fucking snubbed TJ years ago when he should have won it, and then the year prior they felt bad. Oh, fuck, we should have gave it to this guy, and then they give it to him. He is so disrespected. It's unfucking believable. Why can't he be loved like Troy Polamalu, for fuck's sake? I know that's a high comparison, but this guy just gets no fucking respect at all.
Pretty high comparison.
But Trevor, like the love though,
that's
like
a ridiculous comparison.
No. I'm saying love.
No.
I'm saying the love by the media. Like TJ takes over games, like Troy, and not even close to Troy's level. But there's just no respect there at all. I'm not saying he's even close to Troy's.
Has he not been doing it long enough? I guess I don't know. Like
it just drives me nuts. I mean, the guy.
You know why? Troy Polamalu had beautiful hair. TJ, not so much.
He had beautiful hair, and he made absolutely beautiful plays that will be remembered long after we're gone.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I know, but Trevor, here's the thing. I think what we need to do, Josh, the NFL needs to realize if this guy's not on the fucking field, your ticket sales goes down. It's a business thing. I'm going to be honest with you. The Steelers fucking suck. They suck. We saw the record. I don't know how that doesn't put him in candidacy every fucking year, how important this guy is to their fucking team. Like,
it's a business, Drew. And I get it. Let's just be honest too. There are a lot of Steeler fans out there.
Yeah.
Just worldwide.
Yes.
Yeah, worldwide. There's also even more that fucking hate the Steelers.
I know. Yeah.
So don't forget that plays another that falls into that another category as well. Right. You say it's a business, yeah, but there's also a lot of politics.
It's fucking bullshit, dude.
It's pretty much who you know and who you want to,
And his brother's JJ. Like, I just, you know what I mean? How's that not a foot in the fucking door? I don't know. Sorry, Trevor. Again, you struck a nerve there. I'm like, you got to tell me where Myles Garrett is.
Yeah. I swear to God. I keep striking these nerves.
But did you agree with that? Like, seriously, though.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Plus 200, you're going to give him over TJ? Come on.
Yeah.
That's outlandish.
I know. I don't know. Well, hey, you're getting more money on TJ, so.
Fucking, I'm putting it on TJ. Right?
Yeah,
right when the show ends, I'm putting it on. Fucking.
Go for it.
Put your house payment on it. Put your next mortgage payment on it.
Bet the mortgage.
Dude, that would be nice.
The fucking mortgage.
We get a nice fucking redecorate. Actually, I fucking put that shed in the back that I want to do and fucking have a whole podcast fucking section.
Realize if you win the mortgage payment, your wife is going to take like 85% of that.
That's the beauty in it, because I will buy stupid shit like I just listed off. They're just things that we do not need. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. There is things in the works. We'll see what happens. But Trevor,
Looking forward to it.
Yes, yeah. So I've said on this program before, 3 wildcard teams: Steelers, Jets, Broncos. You're actually getting plus money on the Broncos make the playoffs. They actually have longer odds, slightly longer odds than the Carolina Panthers, which makes sense. Panthers are in a kind of a garbage division, so you're getting good money on them to win the division. I think it's still at plus 300 for them, so I'm all for that. Denver actually has longer odds than the Bears to make the playoffs, if you can believe that as well. So give me
Just
Denver
don't have a
all
really
day,
tough
plus
one.
186. I think Denver gets to 10 wins. They sneak in that wild card spot as well.
whoa. Trevor, whoa.
What?
You
What?
think Denver gets 10 wins?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, boy, buddy.
Beat Denver this year.
Oh, I thought we were on. What the fuck was that comment, mate? Did we talk about this last week?
What about it?
Oh, wait, no. Wait, I think you said 10. Okay. And everybody
Yeah.
is going to agree with it. I believe I went, okay, you went 10-7. I went 9-8. That's where I'm at with a lot of teams, mid, except those top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So,
I got taken
I'll give
back.
the Broncos 10-7.
Okay,
Russell
well,
Wilson. Russell Wilson come back. Well, I don't know if there's a most improved player award in the NFL. I'm just saying I like Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. I think that's going to be quite the dynamic duo. And you're actually getting plus money on the Steelers too to make the playoffs, plus 128. So go hammer that while you're hammering the over on the win total and TJ Watt to win Defensive Player of the Year. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I
Now
can't
my
believe that's
fan
not
base
minus.
is just kind of crashing on me, but what's that, Drew?
That I'm surprised that's not like a very low minus for the playoffs.
For the Steelers to make the playoffs?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I like Josh's bet too. What is it, plus 400 for them to win the division?
Gonna hammer that. That will be hammered by me for sure. It's their on DraftKings. It was plus 400 for the. It's like a sneaky. Oh man, they're just not a lot of faith, man. Not a lot of love.
$10 on that, you're walking out with 40. I mean, come
That's
on.
right.
It's coming. That's just
Look.
easy money.
Plus 470 on FanDuel. You're getting even better money on that
We will be
for the
doing
Steelers to win the division. Yeah.
Only $4.
And the
Yeah,
Browns,
$10,
they're
huh?
oh yeah.
Right.
The Browns are
Disappointed in you,
slowly
bro.
sinking too. So thank God. I think the Browns were like plus 300. They're now plus 400. Steelers are, I don't know, they're even longer odds. People are higher on the Bengals and Ravens, or excuse me, Ratbirds.
Yeah.
Understand that, rightfully so.
No,
Yeah.
yes,
No.
no, absolutely.
We made
Gotta
out
call
good
by the
last
proper
week.
name.
I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
Preseason.
no, absolutely.
Yeah, it was just $35. Easy money. Like that. I just said, fuck it, I'm put a $5 and see what happens. Let it roll. Worked. It's like, all right. And then it sucked me down this hole. And now we better fucking, do real good. I'll tell you right now. Yeah. Every Steeler game I've been to, Trevor, they've won. So I know it's still preseason, but I won't hear the end of it if the Bills win. So we'll be
Steelers
heavily
have lost.
intoxicated.
Steelers have lost 2 out of 3 games that I've been to. So, and the last one I was at, and I might trigger another conversation here. That Jaguars game, that playoff game, Blake Bortles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, there's
Rough times.
I'm not going to name the individual, but every time I see him, and this is every once in a while, brings up the Broncos win over the Steelers in the playoffs. Let me tell you right now,
the Tim Tebow one. Yeah.
that you bring that up, that's like fucking. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up for the next 30 minutes.
We're not talking about that one. We'll leave it at that.
But no. I'm trying to think of other bets I got here for you, Trevor.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I know Josh has to get going here.
Oh yeah, real quick. Another one that I might hammer. Daniel Jones under 17.5 passing touchdowns. I think he's overrated as hell, and they don't have a receiving core. So
I would take because what he had 15 last year. I'd take the under too.
something like that. Yeah.
He was like
I'll be-
15
I'll
and
be
5 last
hammering
year.
that one. Yep.
40 million a year. 40 million a year quarterback right there. We don't even have
Oh,
him.
I'm gonna hammer this one too. The masseuse toucher, Deshaun Watson, under 23.5. If I can parlay those, I'm gonna do it.
Fucking right. Yeah, no, I would. And then just a couple other things here. We got to throw 30 plus regular season passing touchdowns. I think it's pretty easy to see. Patrick Mahomes minus 550. I don't know if hold on a minute here, Trevor. I'm going to see if I can do something here.
It's
I think
not
we
even
tried
worth
this.
betting on, really. But yeah.
Well, no. You parlay it.
Oh, you can parlay? Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to
toss
take
that
all
in
these.
there.
So just throw this out here for you beautiful people. So you put top 5 guys. It's plus 627 right there.
Mhm.
So they got Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow, and Herbert and Kirk Cousins. The lowest or the challenging one here would be Kirk Cousins minus 110, but every other one I feel comfortable with. So
That's
that's
a pass
another
heavy
option for you.
offense, and Kirk gets empty stats all the time.
Yes.
Stat padding Kirkers, that's what I call him, and he's going to stat pad again.
No. But no, that's all the ones I really have. I'm trying not to give away all the juice because we got a little bit more time here
Oh yeah,
till the
You do.
season. A little here, a little there. See, feel it out.
I like that. We don't need to give them all away just
We
yet.
don't need to get I already got a fucking whole notebook over here with my ideas. We got Trevor. I might send that to you, and then we can kind of bounce that to Josh. See what we think on that.
Oh, well, I mean, I kind of already gave this out last week. Jackson Smith and Jigba plus 1,400 rookie of the year. That's another one. Yeah, I was going to be like, I'm going to reveal my rookie of the year picks next week, but I already revealed one of them.
All right. That's all right.
I'm going to bring it up again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the last one. Otherwise, we're going to be here for another hour. So.
Yeah. No. But I just want to thank everybody out there. Again, we'll put an announcement out. We're going to have multiple clips from this. I got to get that heated argument at the beginning. I was getting a little nervous there between you two. I thought I was going to have to pull the plug first time on live episode, but we brought it back together. It's okay. We're doing all right. I love the heat though. I want someone to fuck with me a little bit. I think Eric, Josh, you can admit to this. Really gets me fucking going when he talks about Ben. And we haven't seen that a little bit. So hopefully those guys are, Eric and Cole are able to make it back. Nate's taking a little hiatus, but he'll be back soon. Trevor's, we'll see Trevor, Josh back hopefully next week as well. But yeah, we'll be announcing that giveaway next week. We'll be having a special time. Now, don't get fucking pissed at me if you don't win this giveaway. Okay. There's more giveaways to come out. Alex and me are in conversation about stuff that he wants to incorporate. So, as our sponsor, we'll hear what he has to say and we'll go from there. We'll lead where he wants to lead. But anyways, we appreciate all you beautiful people. As always, another great episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. Stay safe out there. Have a good day. Have a good night. God bless. And all gas, no breaks, motherfuckers. Let's go. Steelers are going to win this weekend. Go Steelers.
It's
Go
preseason.
Go Steelers.